Okay, so I've got drawn here, basically over here, I have the aggregate model, and remember that, and over here I have the Phillips curve, okay? Remember, you can utilize either one of these to describe the economy itself. But let's just take a look at, and over here we have a bit of a problem because point A is in the wrong spot. Put that right here. Because over here we're in an inflationary gap. So we're more in this particular position with point A. Okay. Um, if you want to check that, of course our price level is here, and here is our output level. Over here we labeled this um, basically our national or real GDP at full unemployment. This is at full unemployment. And of course, if you look at point A here, we have a price level here, and of course, we are below full employment here. Okay, so today's question says to assume that an economy is in the long run, which means right here, as I'm showing you right here, it's in a long run equilibrium, which means it's at full employment. Assumes that consumers wish to hold less money because they use credit cards more frequently to purchase goods and services than cash. Consumers right now are just simply using credit cards. They're using more of their other assets rather than cash. So essentially, they're just using less money itself. Okay? So the next thing it asks you in A is that, and we'll put this as A, it says draw a correctly labeled graph of the money market and show the effect of the reduced holdings of money on the equilibrium nominal interest rate. Well, here's A, and basically what's going to happen is because they're using less cash, well, they're going to demand less cash, and therefore banks will demand less cash, and we'll see the money demand curve shift to the left. The effect of this is going to be right here. You're going to see nominal interest rates, okay, they will drop. They will drop from here to here. So nominal interest rate will go down in the short run. Then it says in B, it says based on the change in the interest rate in part A, what will happen to each of the following in the short run? Well, prices of previously issued bonds. Well, the prices of previously issued bonds, let's say up here they were 14%. They were paying back 14%, and now they're paying 7% back. Well, the key is people are going to want more of these, so they're going to be willing to pay more for those, and therefore the prices of bonds themselves will increase. If you will look at part two, the price level and real income, well, as nominal interest rates went down right here, essentially that means real interest rates will also go down because nominal interest rate went down, banks are going to borrow money, and they're going to basically let you borrow money at the real interest rate much lower. And what we know is that investors love low interest rates, and what we'll see is aggregate demand would shift out to the right. Why? Because that's one of the determinants, investment. And we would actually see an increase in price to price level 2, and we would see an increase in real GDP. Here's price level, real GDP. Okay. So here, okay, just kind of the red is where we're at right now. So question is what's going to happen to the price level? Well, we see that the price level went up. So the first one is price level went up. And then it asks you what's going to happen to also real income, and this is after it's been adjusted for inflation, etc. Well, real income will go up to meet the price. So income will also, we'll call it income real, will also go up, okay, to meet the prices. And as we become more productive at Y2, people will get paid more. C, with the constant money supply, based on your answer in part 2, will the velocity of money increase, decrease, or remain the same? I think it's pretty easy here is that as we see this lower interest rate, people want more, okay? People and banks, okay, want more. So the velocity of money will increase also. Their demand for it, they're going to now begin to want more of it because of the lower interest rate. If the central bank wishes to reverse the change in the interest rate identified in Part B, what open market operation would they do? Well, obviously, there's only two things they can do. They can buy or sell. So if they're wanting to reverse it, they're wanting to reverse the lower interest rates. Essentially, they're going to they want to basically not let people borrow as much money. They would sell bonds. Okay, and so they would decrease to here. Remember, sell to make the money supply smaller, and of course you can see that that would actually increase interest rates, nominal interest rates. So they'll slow down the velocity of money. They'll also increase the nominal interest rate, which will eventually increase the real interest rate. And eventually, too, you would see it bring investment down, which would shift it back to the left and slow down an economy. So there you go. That's how that one would work.